Hi everybody, welcome back. In this video I am doing some cabinet making to create a home office. This project is for a customer. Before we start, let's focus on the construction. With this 3D model you can see how the elements fit together. The trick is with this design is making the part and elements go together nicely. In general, all the cabinets and shelving are wooden panels. Some of them are painted plywood and some of them glue laminated panels. The first big step is cutting the plywood to size. For the long pieces I use a parallel guide on a circular saw, and for large crosscuts I use a tracksaw. The weather was very nice at the time, so it came out handy doing the work outside. For the smaller crosscuts I use the chop saw. Usually this is more accurate than the tracksaw for crosscuts. In total there were 25 panels, and for me that's quite a big number for a project. The panels were painted glossy white. The edge of the plywood were filled with wood filler and then primed. The panels came in primed and for the surfaces, and this makes my life a lot easier and quicker. For the painting I needed a lot of space, so I used my complete garden to do this, and still some parts were painted separately or another time too, because of the space that I have. Lastly, the doors were prepared. The cabinets are made from poplar plywood. This is nice and lightweight. And the doors are made from MDF. This provides a lot nicer finish because the material is more homogeneous. The next thing on the list was assembling the base where the standing cabinet was on. This is just 4 strips screwed together with a piece of wood in the corner. After that, I prepared the holes for the cabinets for adjustable shelving. It was not clear what kind of stuff did go in the cabinet, so making it adjustable leaves room to decide this later. I use a wooden pattern to create the hole spacing. I use 25 or 1 inch spacing. This gives a nice resolution for the height. The hanging cabinet was assembled in my shop. For this process I used pin nails as a third hand, keeping the panels together. After that I used screws and glue with dowel pens. The cabinet will hang on the French cleat. This cleat also provides stiffness in the corners because there's no backing on this cabinet. After this, I could saw the oak shelving to size. These panels are actually IKEA kitchen countertops. The price is quite decent for the size and quality of these panels, but with the oak they are quite heavy. After that, it was D-Day. I had to move all the parts to the side. Most of the cabinets were in parts, because the project is at the first floor, going up a winding staircase. So assembling and moving it in one piece would be very challenging. The first step was putting together the standing cabinet. It was very similar to the hanging cabinet with pin nails, screws and dowels. The trick here is to place the fasteners in a hidden position. It is not the end of the world if they are seen, but making them not stand out is a good thing to achieve. This cabinet does have a backing because it doesn't hang on a cleat. This whole thing will be an office, and to make it look more friendly, all the wires will be hidden and attached to the cabinet. In the backing, I made a hole for the electrical socket. After that, the second part of the standing cabinet is made. This is an open shelf unit. Go together quickly, and then I could attach them together and attach it to the wall with anchors. Next step was attaching the hanging cabinet. It needs a spacer in the back because the wall isn't like straight and perpendicular. This is always the case, but it's not a big issue. The cleat provides movement to side, and this is important when attaching the shelves in a later moment. The doors are attached with furniture hinges or European hinges. These are positioned with a pattern piece. This helps for marking and drilling because otherwise you need some extra hands to make it work, and this is quite accurate. And then finally I could position the shelves. These are quite big, so maneuvering them was challenging. This was where the moving hanging cabinet came in handy. The shelves are put in position, and then I could bump the cabinet onto them to make it fit nicely. After that, the shelves were attached on 6 points, so the whole thing is quite rigid. As decoration, 2 steel strips are attached to the front of the shelving. After screwing them down, it did add some stiffness, apart from the good looks. finalize, I made some holes for the cables and put some hooks to hang the cables on. Overall, this has been very cool and the result is very refined. I'm happy how it came out and the customer was very pleased that it worked out as envisioned. So that's perfect. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for future updates.